been in Santa Rosa since the beginning of these fires. He joins us now with the latest. Good morning, Alex Stone.
Hey, McGraw, good morning to you. And, things are looking better here in Sonoma County now. Some evacuees are being allowed to go home. Firefighters say they are making progress, but there's still a lot of fire activity. I'm looking at a mountain right now where there are flames that are racing and bright orange flames going up the hillsides. It's not over yet. They still have a fight here, but most of the fires are calming down, and they're looking forward to day after tomorrow, Thursday, when there is a potential that this area is going to get rain.
Yeah, what's interesting following this story is it's hard to describe for you reporters who are on the ground, but one of the things that strikes me is the people who were caught in the fire moved so fast that they couldn't get out of their homes and died in their homes.
Yeah, the flames were moving about a football field every 3 seconds was the speed that they were moving last Monday. And that was because of 70-mile-an-hour winds pushing those flames through so many of the neighborhoods. And it was faster than humans could run or firefighters could run. And people just could not get out, especially the elderly. Many of the victims have been in their 70s and their 80s, some even in their 90s, and one even over into its 100s. That they couldn't react fast enough. In the middle of the night, power lines apparently went down. They're still investigating. That's the most likely cause. The power lines went down in the windstorm that was hitting Santa Rosa. 70-mile-an-hour winds picked up those flames, shot them through the neighborhood. There was no evacuation warning. There was no knock on the door. People were waking up to their homes on fire and then getting out. One man said he thought that North Korea had bombed, that he thought it was a nuclear bomb from North Korea. There was just fire everywhere. In some cases, no way out. There were embers flying all over. That's what happens in wildfires when it's incredibly windy, and that's what happened to the folks who got out and those who couldn't get out last Monday.
How many have died so far?
The number is at 41. The latest being a firefighter, a private contractor who was driving a water tender truck. The others all burned in their homes or around their homes. And they think that number is probably going to continue going up. 88 are still missing. They have been bringing that missing list number down, but it's still at 88 a week later. They're trying to track those people down. They've got detectives out looking for them. But they do think that the number of dead will likely go up, but they don't know how high. They've got cadaver dogs going through those neighborhoods. The people who live in the most burned-out neighborhoods, they're not going to go home for a long time. They've been told that because of the potential of bodies in those homes that they have to search through, it could be weeks, it could be months. They don't know how long it's going to be, but it's going to be some time. In other areas that weren't so badly hit, they're being allowed to go home now, and those evacuation orders are being lifted.
We talk about the residents and the residential homes, the businesses. Talk about the wineries and the cannabis industry. How bad have they been hit?
A number of different businesses have been hit, but the wineries are dealing with it. They don't know the long-term impact yet. Even if they had already harvested, what are the impacts on the vines, and will they have to rip up some of the vineyards and start over again? They don't know. They say that's all being assessed right now. The marijuana industry, a lot of marijuana has burned. Also, the businesses, that there were some warehouses that was storing marijuana that burned as well. That's a big crop here in California now, and they say that they've been impacted too. They don't know a dollar figure, but they say they've been impacted.
Alex Stone, and your parents' house is still safe?
It's safe. They actually at about 6 o'clock last night lifted the evacuation order. I was able to go and check on it. The firefighters had taken all of the lawn furniture and threw it off the back deck, which is something they do to make sure they don't want cushions burning and pieces of furniture burning that then could set a house on fire. So they threw that all over the back deck, but the house is perfectly fine, and now they can go back in.
Alex Stone, ABC News correspondent in Santa Rosa, California. Alex, thanks. Great job.
You got it.